Hey folks, how we going? Just getting my tomato bed ready. These are the first tomatoes, as you've seen already, that I planted as an early crop. And if you remember, a few days ago I spoke to you about the cold days we had. We had some snow 2 weeks ago or so. You wouldn't believe it. The weather today's been amazing, 22, 24 degrees. Calm as, perfect day for spraying with Slasher, organic herbicide. I didn't do any of that. I built a little frame here for my tomato plants. Now, if you want to follow our journey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram, because we're going to show you how to grow your tomatoes in many different ways. These ones here that I'm preparing now, and this will be also part of the TV show, but you're going to get a quick version of it here, is basically espaliering them onto this framework. Now, the metal framework, I've got some galvanized sheep fencing here, and I'm going to grow them up onto this frame. So they're going to be more of a flat shape, aerated. So we're not going to leave too many leaders, let's call them like that. So let's go through the training of these tomatoes. Now remember, firstly, these are the two that got hit by the frost. You can see the damage on the foliage, but they have come good. Now, I haven't liquid fertilized them yet since that day. And you can see the chicory's taken off, and the spring onions are doing really well as well. We're going to grow these up onto this espalier. I'm going to start training them from now, and we're going to liquid feed them with our EcoBoost and Liquid Gold. We've already put the black grit in the ground, and if you haven't done that with your plants, get it into your garden, because that's how you're going to get those lots of flowers and lots of fruit and vegetable coming from them, growing on them too. So first, come here. Come on. Hurry up. All right, what we have here is a central leader. We've planted these really deep. If you haven't planted your tomatoes yet, make sure you plant them really deep, or as deep as you can into the soil, because along the stem, wherever you cover with soil, will end up developing new roots. So that means the plant will become stronger in the root zone before it takes off on top. And that's vital for a healthy longevity plant, or tomato plant that is. But once we've done that, you can either stake them up, and we'll do some staking up to somewhere else. We've got plenty of gardens to show you this, and we're going to do some of those cylinder shape growing as well. But in this case here, we're going to grow them flat. So the aim is to remove side shoots. If you don't remove them, you probably get a great crop anyway, but you're going to get one plant that basically inundates the entire garden bed. And that's what could happen here. It's only 3 meters in length. Now, that may seem like a long garden bed, but not for 6 tomato plants. They're half a meter apart. If I don't train these properly, this one plant can literally cover this entire area, which is fine if you like treasure hunting for tomatoes. But in this case here, I don't want that. What we're going to do is start removing the side shoots. Now, these tomatoes are indeterminate, which means they'll continue growing. They don't stop to a certain height and produce a flower on top, and that's the end of them. So they're not dwarf tomatoes. These will continue to develop in height and produce shoots. So you'll get a leaf, and right where the leaf grows, like here, there's a shoot. See that shoot there? It's starting to develop. If I allow that to grow, it will become another leader. Now, we've got one down at the bottom already. See this one down here? There's another one there. Now, on these plants, I'm only going to leave 2 shoots or 2 leaders. Any more than that, it will get out of control. I won't be able to manage it. Depending on how they grow up the top, I may allow a third shoot to develop. But that's later down the track. That's about a month or 2 months down the track. So what we're going to do first is remove the damaged leaves. I don't want these anymore. I don't need them. And the last thing I want is the plant to get a virus off them. Always clean your tools, spray them with methane before you prune, between each prune, or between each plant, that is. So now let's have a look. We've got a shoot down here. See how small it is? I can just pinch that off with my fingers like that. It's gone. If I don't pinch that off, it will grow. See that one there? I'm going to pinch that one off as well. I don't need that. That's not a flower. That will not produce a flower on that size there. It has to grow to produce its flowers. And the flowers are quite evident. Have a look. There it is there. It's starting to grow there. Now, if that starts to develop into a big, fat, chunky head, that means it's come to the end of its life already. It's scary, because sometimes they'll do that. They'll bolt, which means it produces a big head like that. Now, I'm not sure if that will be the case, but we'll monitor that. And if it is, which all we got to do is pinch it off. And that'll be fine, because we can keep allowing it to grow here. See that there? Now, if that doesn't spread out and become a little cluster of flowers, we've got an issue there, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. For now, that's all we need to do. Now, we can tie this onto here, but look, it's too small. There's no need to force it onto there yet. So we'll wait. Let's go to the next one. Now here, Look at the damage on this. Look at this one here first. Have a look how clean this is there. Look at that, it's bolted there. See that flower? That's the flower I'm talking about. We don't need that there. We've got little flowers coming up on the side, but we've got one big fat one there. Just pinch that off. Don't need it. Push the energy back to the plant where it needs to be and get all these other shoots to develop. See all these down here? Look at that, we've got a shoot there, we've got a shoot there. This plant will turn into a bush. They're all nice and strong plants. We're gonna clean all these up. But back here, have a look at this one. Look at the damage. Now, side by side you say. Now why is that one affected and that one isn't? That's nature. Look, it's gonna start raining now. All right, we're gonna wind this one up pretty quick. So what we do is prune all these off. All right, I've gone from one plant to the other and I haven't sprayed it, my fault. But for you guys, I'll risk it, how's that? So we're gonna clean all these off. That's affected as well. That's affected, that's affected. We don't need these. That's damaged as well. Wait, we've got a shoot there. See, we've got a little shoot coming up. We're gonna leave that for now. We've got a shoot down there, but we've got a strong one there too. Actually, we don't need all these. We only need, pinch that off, pinch that off. We only need two. One, two. It doesn't matter about the leaves down below here because we're worried about the top. We'll leave this one here. That's not too bad. We can actually take the tip off that. That's fine like that. And that one there as well. A bit concerning why it's shrinking like that. Let's just make sure we haven't got mites on this, but we'll be fine for now. Look at this. Look how many shoots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the back, and 6 up here. 7 coming on. Hasn't even grown a foot yet. It's suckering up from the bottom. We've taken the big flower head on top of there off, but we've got the new ones coming up. So now watch what happens to this plant when I finish with it. Not what happens, what it looks like. Leave the back one there, take that one off, that one off. There we are. We left one at the back and all the rest are gone. Nice and clean. That's all we need to do with these ones there. I'm going to do the same with the remaining of these tomato plants, clean them all up and give them a liquid feed. Now, yeah, it's going to start drizzling, but I don't think it's going to rain a lot. So I'm going to still give them a burst of our Eco Boost and Liquid Gold. And check out this watering can. It might have a little bit of a leak here, which I can fix easily. It's just a little rubber seal, but have a look at the spray on this. How cool is this? It chews up the water pretty quick. That's 4 litres, but I might as well give the chicory a burst too. It's gone already. Wow. Everyone needs one of these. You'll be going through Liquid Gold and Eco Boost like there's no tomorrow, but your plants will love you for it. Now, if you're going to follow us, do that now, because every sort of second day or third day, I suppose, we're going to come and visit our tomato plants because they're going to need a lot of attention, and we're going to start to train them up so you can train them to in real time with us, and hopefully we'll all be able to harvest lots of tomatoes, cucumbers and capsicums too. Check out our website, vasilisgarden.com. You'll find lots of great products on there and lots of specials running every day of the week. From me, Vasili, Maresi.